Okay, so I'll start with the toss now. You teams have to tell me who wants heads and who wants tails. Heads is for and tails is against.
Head. I call for head.
Okay, so group 11 is tails. I'll just flip the coin. Okay, we just a second. Okay, my bad. I'll just share the screen again and okay, the teams just call if you want heads or tails, and the one who wins can then select he wants for or against. Uh, so who calls head?
Heads.
This is group.
What is for heads and tails?
You have to just call one, and then the one who wins will select either he wants to go for or
Okay,
against.
tails.
Okay, tails. So group 11 goes for tails. Okay, we got tails. So now group 11 can decide whether they want to go for or against the topic.
Okay.
So group 11, what will it be?
Mm, what about the members? I want to ask them first.
Yeah, y'all can have a discussion.
Okay, so according to me, we should go for against, I guess.
Yeah,
What do you all think?
against.
Yeah, against. Me too. I
Against.
think against.
Okay,
Yeah.
Group 11 is going for against.
okay. So group 1, you will be for the topic. Is it okay?
Okay. Yes.
Okay, so so we'll start with the debate now, as you know. So uh, group 1, will you go first for the topic?
They won the toss, right?
Uh, Actually, group 11 won the toss. Yeah, right.
Yeah, but okay.
Yeah, I mean, there is no compulsion as in who goes first. Anyone can go.
Aparna, you can continue.
Okay,
Okay.
Okay,
so
we'll go
So
first.
yeah, so just a second, group. I'll set the timer. You have 1 minute 30 seconds, and the topic is should Bitcoin and cryptocurrency be legalized? So you are against, and you can start now.
group number 11 is going first, right?
Yeah, you can start.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So our topic is should Bitcoin and cryptocurrency be legalized? And we are against this topic. On introduction, I would like to say that Bitcoin is a digital currency or digital money that we cannot feel, touch, or see. It's only in online form, that is in banks and transactions. The value of one Bitcoin as of today is of $650. It is having decimals, so in Indian currency it is of 0.000001 Bitcoin. 1 rupees, 1 rupee is 0.000010 Bitcoin, and it is not authorized, it is not regulated by any central authority, that is, it is not having any control over it. We can use it to purchase Bitcoins, we can withdraw Bitcoins, and anybody can have the Bitcoin transaction if they are in the belief of using the Bitcoins. The currency or the amount of the Bitcoin fluctuates, as it has no control over it, because it is not centrally authorized by any government or any authority. So this was the general introduction on Bitcoin.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. So
Just a
is it my
second.
turn, right?
Yeah. Just a second. You can
Okay.
start now.
Okay. So reasons to make it legal. Okay. So Bitcoin, as they said, it has no centralized anything like distribution, but it provides many other advantages like freedom of exchange. If you have Bitcoin and if you want to exchange it to some other country cash, or you have to send it to some other place very far, so that it will take place within very less seconds, and the fee of transaction will be very very less. Okay, like very less. And like see, if you have Bitcoin and you don't have anything between you, like the bank or the government, all these bodies are not between you and the other person, peer to peer. Okay, so that will save a lot of money and a lot of time. So these are the advantages of having Bitcoin. Okay, and so yes, that's it.
Okay.
I want to counter this as
Just a second.
okay.
Okay, so I think we should have one more introductions if we want, and then we can start with the second round so that everyone gets to speak.
And hello, yes, they were only speaking about Bitcoin, like they were not giving introduction of their topic.
Yeah, we'll come to that in the second round. We are just going on with the introductions right now. So would
Okay.
another member of Group 11 introduce on the topic again? I mean, add to it. If we don't have anyone, then we can move on to the round two, where you can question.
Group 1 cannot introduce in like introduction part.
Sorry.
Only if group 11 will do the introduction part, like second person, then only group 1 will be able to do it.
Right, as you have less
Okay,
members also. Yeah. And
so fine.
is anyone from Group 11 ready?
Ma'am, for group from group 11, uh, for counter attack or for introduction.
You have to give introduction, but make sure that you are against the topic. So make sure that the introduction is laid out like that.
Okay. No, ma'am, I will go with him.
No, but
Second round.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
okay. So we can start with the second round. So Preet, you had to counter his argument, right?
Hello. Yeah, I want to counter the argument. I just
Okay.
want to say, counter that he is saying that it's easy to operate and bitcoins are easy to operate. But yes, they are easy to operate. But what if they are not used widely in many of the countries? As we know, in many of the countries, the bitcoins are also not acceptable. The one example is Iceland, where the bitcoins are not acceptable. Eh, Then what if the wallet has been lost? Means all the service that has been the bitcoins, all the data of the bitcoins has been saved in the hard drive, and if the hard drive caches or there is a virus in the computer or the corrupts the data, then there is a chances that you may lost all the money. So in case of that, you may not get any of your all the money, or you may not know whom to approach for to get your money. So this is there, and there are also no means there are also not protection for the any buyers. Uh, these are the counterpoints I want to do.
So Group 1.
Hello, um, was I audible?
Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
you were.
Yeah.
So Group 1, anyone has to, I mean, you have to counter the argument.
Okay, I would like to counter. So as a priest said that if the uh, PC get crash or anything virus get into the computer, so we will lose all the currency. So we can always mine those currency cryptocurrency back, as every Bitcoin has their own hash and its own ID. So we can mine it again and we can earn that again. And as far as the transaction we consider it, it is a safe and it is a safe transaction and the transaction price is very low. Like if we transact from any bank to the overseas, so the what we can the taxes is so much high. So for Bitcoin it is very low. So it is a better option to choose Bitcoin.
Hello. And in their introduction, Group 11 said that anybody can hack Bitcoin. And that is actually, they have not done proper research, I feel, because it is virtually impossible to hack the source code of Bitcoin. Okay, it is not possible. But there are some other things like there are some private keys which can be hacked, but this no one can hack Bitcoin source code. Okay, and there are many other safer cryptocurrency. Like our debate topic is not only about Bitcoin, it's also about other cryptocurrencies like Monero, Zcash. All these provide safe passage for transactions and other usages of cryptocurrencies. Okay.
Group
But
11.
in most of the countries, bitcoins are being banned. So there is also chances that you may not use all your bitcoins or the money that you have invested in any further or in any other country. So it's a drawback.
There are
And
like you gave an example, right? Give which country they are banned. Give an example.
Iceland have banned it, and
Which
in Iceland and many European countries have
Iceland.
also banned it.
That
Yeah,
country is very insignificant. There are many other important countries like
Like
go on
Japan.
currency. Japan, United States, like dollar and all these currencies are very important. Like Iceland is nothing. Okay, so those currencies won't even matter. And United States is like import export, and that there is very much digital activity going on. So
And
what matter?
they have legalized all the cryptocurrencies.
Okay, so
Other team members of Group 11, you all also have to speak. So, do you have any arguments or do you want to state anything?
As Kunal said that he can mine and he can trace back his loosened money if the CPU gets crashes. But for that mining process, we should have not only CPUs. We would require very hard that softwares and all electronics like GPU and all. And I heard in the research that. If you're earning the bitcoins and if the GPU is taking the electricity bill larger than you are earning the bitcoins, that you are in loss. So how could we means we are putting into efforts for earning those bitcoins and the bills we are paying off, so that's of no use of earning the bitcoins, right?
so like you said, right? Hard drive crash. So that problems occur once in a purple moon. Not again and again. And it is a very rare problem. And there cannot be virus in hard drive as far as Bitcoin is concerned. Okay, and you can access it from anywhere, from your phone also, and from your like PC also. Okay, so if there are two platforms, anywhere anyone is attached or linked, it will be safe. Okay, if you have multiple devices, and whoever uses Bitcoin, they have at least that much knowledge that how to secure their own money. And this problem is very careless, so I don't think so it will occur, not even once. Okay.
And
But I don't think.
I would like to add one more point here that while we travel the world, exchanging currencies is important. Like we have to convert our money rupee to dollar and dollar to rupee if we are traveling US and India. So there is no no problem will be there if the cryptocurrency is legalized in India. So there will be no any such kind of problem to exchange money. So that is one profit of bitcoins, we can have sent it any part of the world.
Okay, so counter to that, FBI have investigated a case that is for there is a dark net and underground world that is Silk Road. They used bitcoins for dealing of heroines and all the kind of drugs and all those things with using bitcoins, and tracking them was hard because they are using bitcoins, and no government body regularized or see what is going on bitcoin and how it is being regulated. So this is the one point, bad point. And the second, you must have heard nowadays, like many pronoun people's Twitter account got hacked and they asked for Bitcoin there too. And you must have heard how much profit they have got. If a small amount of people have given the Bitcoins, they must have got so much profit. So legalizing Bitcoin is not the fact, because this is my point right now.
Yeah, it
And this
can be.
Silk Road case was in 2013, and it was shut down then, and it has been 7 years. And this within these 7 years, there has been many developments in cryptocurrencies. Okay, so from the past mistakes they have made, they have now learned. Now they are trying not to repeat those mistakes. Okay, so
But
it's
in
time
recent
like
case, like for Modi's PM Modi's Twitter got hacked and they asked for Bitcoin for relief fund. Don't you think it is illegal?
Twitter, like they hacked Twitter and they asked for Bitcoin. So what is that? What is the connection of Bitcoin? Like they hack Twitter. Like hacking Twitter is not related to Bitcoin. Like they are not using any Bitcoin to hack Twitter. Okay, so we
They,
cannot
but
consider.
they will, why they will ask for Bitcoin? They have easy use of Bitcoin. They can use Bitcoin and various things. Okay, they, why they do not ask for money? They ask for Bitcoins because it is using easy for them to use it. Okay, in all the illegal things they want to do ahead.
Okay, understandable, but yet illegal things, there is a very long process for it. Okay, if you need to buy like if you want to buy a fake credit card from any shop like cc dot shop dot, okay, so from that firstly you will need to have an address, and that address will be stored permanently and will be available to the public. Okay, anyone who uses for that shop, and if you purchase something, that purchase will be permanent in their records. Any bitcoin transaction you make,
How can it be like any
but
Bitcoin is
you want to be able to
purchased?
trace back. Okay, see, there are miners in bitcoin. Okay, so there are transactions and miners. So when what a miner does, okay, they do that, like they, what do they do, like they verify the payments so that they avoid
And
the payment
who
problem. Okay,
verified this exactly? Which body and
miner,
who verified them?
like
Which
if you mine, if you are a miner
legal
and
body? No, I'm
there is
saying
no
it is
real,
verified. Okay, it is verified.
so
It is all verified. It is very traceable and everything. All is good. But who legalize them? Who check on them? Who take like which body, which government body legalize them or regulate
there
them?
is no government body. There is no government body, and that's a good thing. No one is taking your money or from very small fraction of your price, but they are not charging anything. That's why there is no body, and that's why you get like very less amount in transaction. Okay, so that is a good thing, not a bad thing. Absence of body is good.
Okay, any of my team member would like to counter attack on that?
Yeah, it would be growth in corruption and many other things like terrorism. And if
Like
we
corruption,
uh,
how? Like you will bribe people with Bitcoin, and terrorism, how? You will attack with Bitcoin.
yeah, it will be growth in terrorism if they won't be tracked or anything else. If any government body would not track about the income and their profit, where they invest, so
Just a second. Sorry,
how
Shay. Uh, Adnan, can you like mute yourself? Thank you.
Sure.
Okay, Shiv, you can continue.
Yeah, it would be growth in terrorism if there won't be anybody who will track and give a record of investors and investments and uh, about their income and monies.
That as you said that about corruption. So I would like to counter that. The corruption it is not traceable. You give the money under the table, so how can you trace that money? But if someone gives a Bitcoin, it is a transaction is traceable and it has a unique code, as I said previously. So the amount that has been sent or Bitcoin, any cryptocurrency that has sent for for a corruption, so it will be traceable and it will be transfer there will be completely transparency in that, so there will be no corruption if cryptocurrency take over our normal currency.
Okay, what about terrorism?
Terror- Hello, terrorism is a matter of choice. Okay, if you want to buy weapons, you will buy it from anywhere. You can also use Bitcoin. You cannot not also use Bitcoin. So that is a matter of
Yeah, but it
mindset. Okay,
would be advantage
like,
for the many advantage for terrorism. It would grow the terrorism as
like
you all
I
can.
think that there are terrorists those who don't even know about Bitcoin. They are not even well educated.
And
It's not
how
matter about education.
so how do you think it will go to the terrorism?
Yes,
Yeah, yeah, if they purchase anything which would have no track record, so
See,
it's
see,
matter about track.
see, it
one
is easy
terrorist do
for a
not
terrorist.
attack.
Okay,
Guys,
Okay,
guys,
see,
they
listen.
let
have
It
a
is
organization.
one second,
actually it is.
first 1 second. Let group 11 complete their argument and then you can continue.
Ma'am, they actually completed, and now it was our turn. Like he said, no, he asked us about what about terrorism, and he's not letting us speak, I guess.
All right, okay, then group 1, you go ahead, then Shruti, you continue.
Okay, so like it is, like I said, it is a matter of mindset. And since okay, they are telling like terrorists can buy weapons and all those things, and without Bitcoin also they can buy. We have seen since many years that they are doing such things, but it is just another way for them to buy weapons. Like if we stop Bitcoin, it will not actually stop terrorists. They will find a new way, so that won't make any difference. Okay,
Uh,
and nowadays terrorists make their own weapons.
can I continue?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes,
Yes.
Okay, so don't you think this Bitcoin thing is giving a easy hand to terrorists? Like from money, it is easier to operate with Bitcoins to deal with guns and whatever they buy. Don't you think it is giving a easy hand? As you said that they will find another way. Don't you think it is another way for them?
there are many ways. Okay, it is one of the way.
That is what I am telling, that it is one of the way we are giving, one of the way, like a easy way
See,
to
like there
operate
is a
all
house
these
and
things.
you have to listen. There is a house and you have to come outside the house. Okay, so there is a door and there is a window. Now assume door is Bitcoin. Okay, so like you can easily come out, but there is another option, window. You can anyways come out from the window as well. Not be that easy, but it would be a way.
And to
So
monitor all those things, there is a financial action task force and many United Nations bodies which can look into it, who is funding the terrorists, and they can like outlaw or take action against those countries.
Okay, like you said, there is a way we can go out of your house by a door or a
terrorism is
window,
not a
but
matter of
but preferable way is door. Okay, so aren't we giving them a preferable way to go out of the house? And talking about many bodies which can regulate them, bitcoins, you can spend money anonymously as well, and it is very very encrypted. Okay, So cracking them is very hard. Okay, so finding out traces is also very difficult. So in that matter, we are giving a very easy hand to them. That is,
Okay, so assume that
Excuse
we
me.
have stopped Bitcoin. Okay.
FZ एक मिनट
Okay, Adnan.
I would just like to state a point. Even before Bitcoins, terrorists would get their hands on weapons. I think so. We are going off topic with this Bitcoin stuff. We shouldn't include terrorism over here
Yeah, right.
because even before Bitcoins, there was access to weapons and ammunitions. We can't just say कि because of Bitcoins, terrorists would get funded more easily. That's not a point. I think so. We are clearly going
uh,
off topic with this debate. It's a pointless
Yeah.
thing which
okay,
we're discussing right now.
okay.
And group
Let
11
me
are
say.
lastly clinging to some useless point.
Uh,
Okay, we are not clinging to any useless point. We are just pointing out a point. Like from a sea, we are pointing a drop. Okay, it is not like that. We are pointing some terrorist. We are making that emotional angle in that. Okay.
No, no, Shruti, I'm just saying that the agenda which we're discussing is completely baseless, based on
Okay.
bitcoins and terrorism. There's no relationship with
Uh,
them.
how?
Do you
okay,
have
guys.
any proof
Guys,
that
just a
this
second.
organization has been funded with this amount of bitcoins or something like that?
See, that is
Because
what the
you're
point is.
just,
No one is having proof of that. That is
I'm
what
You
the
just
know,
point
saying
is.
because if you're stating some points, you need to have proof in a debate. You just can't just basically assume stuff and just pinpoint out your points.
I guess you
see,
are you joined late. I said about Silk Road as
hello,
well.
hello. So
Yeah.
see,
Hello.
as I would like to say something. As I point out it two times, and now I will like to point out this theory third time that every Bitcoin has a unique code, and it is its transaction is totally what we can say recorded. So uh, we can trace this, and the we can stop the funding of a terrorist. Okay.
Okay, guys, we have only 54 seconds left, so I would like you all to conclude, like one member from group
I
one
want to add a
conclude.
point. Sure.
Unfortunately, we do not have time.
Okay, so group 1 will conclude. So okay, so we have seen like there they said about terrorist and they said about Silk Road, and like at the end we go to see like there are 75% advantages and 25% disadvantages, and people use 75% more for their advantage. Okay, so closing that would disable that 75% advantage of Bitcoin, and it will be waste for such an awesome invention of digital currency. Okay, so change is always welcome, and with time we will try to improve the quality and the transaction and the safety. Okay, so this will be in hands of coming generations and this working people on digital currency. So for that 25% we can't neglect 75% profit.
Hello,
To
bro.
gain
I just
something
want to
very big
conclude.
we need, okay, so
Okay.
to gain something very big we need to sacrifice something very little.
Okay, now group
Uh,
11. Yeah.
okay, so group 11 will conclude. We have seen that the bitcoins are there are many advantages, but there were also advantages like if the bitcoins are the legal and the countries using a bitcoin, that there will everyone will go towards the bitcoin and they will use the currency of the country, and there will be also a tax payment also. The country will not able to, or the people will not able to pay the tax, and there will be not the development of the country around this. And as was said that Bitcoin are not easily hackable, but in 2014, Bitcoin was a hack. A person named MT Goss, his Bitcoin currency was hacked, and it was uh, corrupted. Means he was the bankrupted then. His 70% of Bitcoins was hacked, and in 2020 also, he has not received his money from the Bitcoins. That the money was hacked. So we need to say that the Bitcoins can be hackable, and the people cannot use, or they can use for the misuse also. So, and there will be development of the country. The country will not be developed if the Bitcoin is used by everyone. So these are the points.
Okay.
कुछ भी हाँ.
भाई देख ले
Excuse me.
गूगल पे, द इकोनॉमिक टाइम्स
Uh,
पे लिखा हुआ है. I can share you if you want.
Guys, please use English as a mode of communication.
Please,
So just hold on, I'll be back. Adnan,
Is the meeting over?
no, this is just the first round. Next, we'll have two more rounds. So a winner from each team will be like a team will be selected from each room, and then they'll compete further. So just
Okay,
hold on.
So,
so
Yeah,
how many minutes do we have so that we can discuss with our team for the next round? Do we
I'll
get some
just
preparation time?
I'll just get back to you on that. I'll be back in a second.
and if we lose, we can
Sure.
exit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Faz.
No, I'm just saying.
Kunal, can you just look over here?
Yes.
I'll be back.
Yeah.
प्रिंस विवेक को स्पॉटलाइट दे, उसका बाल देख कट गया।
अरे वो ऐसे ही कटा लिए यार।
वो उस दिन के जोक को शायद इसने ऑफेंसिवली ले लिया।
म्यूटेड है।
दैट वाज रियली फनी। वो एक्सेप्टेबल था। उसने बाद में मुझे टेक्स्ट किया था पीसी पे। आई वाज लाइक कुछ नहीं हो जाता है।
और वाले तो रोज मेरी लगाने पर रहते हैं।
चलना अपने आप को इतना इम्पोर्टेंट मत दे।
ग्रुप्स को वापस बुला ले क्या मेन रूम में?
आई गेस दूसरे रूम्स का नहीं हुआ। अरे ये कर दे प्रिंस, ब्रॉडकास्ट जिसका हो गया दे कैन कम बैक टू द मेन रूम, मैसेज डाल दे, वरना
आराम से यार, आराम से एक जन बोलो, शांति रखो
यार सब
श्रुति
पीसीटी
प्लीज,
के ही है यार, झगड़ा मत करो यार।
श्रुति
भाई
प्लीज।
नो ऑफेंस टू एनीवन, जस्ट पॉइंट रख रहे थे हम। ओके, वो बुरा लगा हो तो वी आर रियली वेरी सॉरी
हमारे तरफ से भी।
काइंड ऑफ अ थिंग।
अरे एक्चुअली इसमें देखा था इकोनॉमिक टाइम्स पे दिया 2014 में उसका एक होता है, अब तक उसका मिला नहीं है 2020 तक उसका जो कॉइन्स है वो।
क्राइम पेट्रोल में तो अब तक नहीं मिले होते वे मुजरिम लोग।
भाई क्राइम पेट्रोल लगे तो बिटकॉइंस का इस पे